Deep in Southeast Asia, a man named Oliver dwells, exuding an aura of peculiarity. Beneath his seemingly harmless demeanor, however, lurks a disturbed psyche. To maintain a semblance of sanity, he religiously consumes medication daily. Oliver partakes in distressing video calls with his overbearing mother, who compels him to commit appalling acts, abducting women, violating them, and then eliminating them. In the midst of these atrocities, Oliver encounters a captivating woman, Sophia, during a park visit. He perceives in her a potential savior from his mother's tyranny and the nightmarish reality he's ensnared in. Now, allow me, your guide from Drama Recaps, to shed more light on the plot of Who's Watching Oliver. Oliver, an introverted, unassuming young man, has relocated from the United States to Thailand. Once his medication has been taken and his laptop booted up, he plunges into a cybernetic power play with his domineering mother, who manipulates his every action. His mother expresses dissatisfaction with Oliver's attire, prompting him to address his appearance for their subsequent video interaction. The following day, Oliver embarks on his newfound independence, focusing on his appearance with obsessive precision, from polished shoes to crisply ironed shirts. During a casual stroll, he comes across a stray cat at his doorstep. Despite initially shooing it away, he feels a pang of regret and a desire to nurture the creature. Despite his innate reticence, Oliver, armed with his vintage camera, immerses himself in the exploration of his new environment. An amusement park catches his eye, where he observes the bustling life around him from a bench. As night falls, he visits a local bar, intrigued by the female patrons. After spotting a solitary woman adorned with tattoos and enjoying her drink, he attempts to initiate conversation but is rebuffed. Nevertheless, he extends an invitation to his home, offering illicit substances. Succumbing to the allure of diversion and a potential escape from her melancholy, she accepts his invitation. Arriving at Oliver's home, she partakes in the substances, unaware of the chilling events that lay ahead. In a startling turn of events, the unsuspecting woman soon realizes that she's been deceived. Oliver, beneath his awkward exterior, harbors a dark and terrifying secret. The once promising evening spirals into a horrific nightmare. Guided by his mother via a video call, Oliver sedates the woman, binding her to a table. His mother relishes witnessing the suffering of others and commands her son to exploit the helpless woman. Following his heinous acts, Oliver ends the woman's misery with a knife, much to his mother's perverse satisfaction. The woman, however, advises her son to exercise restraint in his actions, so the sadistic performance won't end so swiftly next time. Once the video call ends, Oliver apologizes to his lifeless victim, a gesture lost on the deceased. Compelled by his mother's iron will, he feels trapped in a cycle of criminal acts he desperately wishes to break free from. Oliver meticulously cleans the remnants of his crime, scrubbing blood off the floor and walls. Using a saw and other crude tools, he disposes of the woman's remains, placing them in a barrel of acid hidden in his backyard. Life resumes its normalcy the next day, the only addition being a cat he now cares for. On his regular jaunt around town, Oliver visits the park, settling on his usual bench. His solitude is interrupted by a girl passing by, intrigued by his reticent demeanor. She shares her dreams and aspirations with him, captivating Oliver with her unconventional tales. Despite this encounter, Oliver sticks to his routine, returning home without a farewell. Back at home, Oliver undresses, takes his pills, and prepares to appease his mother's vanity via another video call. She, however, appears fatigued and irritable, cutting their conversation short. To obliterate any evidence, Oliver retrieves the remnants of his previous victim from the acid barrel, bagging them up to submerge in a nearby river. Engaging in painting, Oliver finds a momentary reprieve from his sinister acts. As he confides in the cat about his troubled past, he reveals his parents as the true monsters of his life. A traumatic memory resurfaces of his father setting him on fire, only to be saved when his mother retaliated, killing her husband. From that tragic incident, Oliver feels indebted to his mother, convinced he must follow her orders, even if it means transforming into a sinister being just like her. One bright morning, Oliver's path crosses with the intriguing stranger again, and he learns her name is Sophia. Once more, she shares her dreams and displays interest in him. Sophia, not fond of his hair, ruffles it in an attempt to alleviate his evident gloom. Back home, Oliver resolves to discuss these dreams with his mother, only to be abruptly dismissed by her irritability. His next encounter with Sophia begins with her gifting him a lovely bracelet. Smitten and entranced by Sophia's beauty, Oliver finds himself ready to defy his own rules for her. He embarks on a memorable outing with Sophia, indulging in fun activities such as a catamaran ride. During this enchanting date, Oliver experiences a profound epiphany. He no longer harbors the desire to harm women and aspires to embrace a new life. As the day fades into night, Oliver rehearses a conversation in front of a mirror, a dialogue where he intends to bare his emotions and reject his violent tendencies. Soon after, Oliver reaches out to his mother only to be met with her intense, confrontational demeanor in response to the ongoing situation. His mother finds fault in his hair, the bracelet adorning his arm, and his choice of outfit. Her attention is solely on Oliver, and in the absence of any girls, she insists on him partaking in self-pleasure before the camera. Not being satisfied with this, she commands Oliver to find an Asian girl within a few hours. Overpowered by his mother, he complies and finds a casual and attractive girl who fits the description. He then presents the girl to his mother, and is forced to satisfy her sadistic amusement. During their subsequent encounter, Sophia perceives a noticeable change in Oliver's mood. He seems to be down and somber. She strikes up a conversation with him, and he admits to his mother's domineering influence over his life and his exhaustion from it. Having grown up in a cult, Sophia understands his struggle with manipulative parents. Even now, her family attempts to exert control over her life. However, Sophia desires autonomy and wishes to provide support to Oliver. Oliver, feeling undeserving of such a beautiful girl, flees, oblivious to Sophia witnessing his actions. That evening, Oliver is delayed for a video call and forgets to take his medication. During the call with his mother, he discloses his budding feelings for Sophia and his decision to abandon his homicidal habits. This enrages his mother, who is convinced that Oliver's devotion should only be for her. She maintains that Sophia will abandon him once she discovers his true psychopathic, murderous nature. His mother regains control, insisting that he brings Sophia to their home and murder her. Oliver reluctantly consents. Frantically, he rushes to the nearest bar to find a woman whom he introduces as Sophia. Amid this, he experiences a hallucination and realizes he is incapable of normal interaction with women. As a last resort, he flashes a bundle of dollar bills. This lures one of the bar's female patrons, who agrees to accompany him home, utterly oblivious of the grim fate awaiting her. After pretending that this woman is Sophia, he ushers her home. In the wake of not taking his medication, Oliver starts to lose his grip on reality. At a certain point, he attacks the woman he brought home with a knife, and upon consulting with his mother, mercifully ends her suffering. The subsequent day, Oliver meets Sophia again at their usual park. He was irritable when Sophia shared her recent dream, where she envisioned him with another woman. Denying any truth to her dream, Sophia eventually agrees with him, revealing she had tracked him the night before. Initially, she had a strong urge to end them both when she saw him in the embrace of another woman, but when Oliver chose to dispose of the woman's body, Sophia surprisingly felt relief. Undeterred by the extreme actions of her partner, she accepts Oliver for who he is, as she couldn't envision her life without him. Being no stranger to family-induced manipulation, Sophia empathizes with Oliver's plight. Following another date, Oliver resolves to alter his life trajectory and ceases responding to his mother's calls. The next morning, he arranges to meet Sophia at the park, but she doesn't show up. He waits for her throughout the week, but Sophia never shows up for their planned rendezvous. This leads Oliver to spiral into depression and feelings of betrayal. Eventually, he informs his mother that Sophia has abandoned him. His mother reminds him that she is his only family, the only person who truly loves him and will always be there for him. Following this, Oliver begins dating other women, murdering them for his mother's morbid pleasure. Then, one day, Sophia turns up unexpectedly on his doorstep. Unfazed by the sight of Oliver in a blood-soaked apricot with a saw in his hand, Sophia confesses her love for him, expressing her desire to be by his side. She had disappeared because of her own controlling family, but had managed to break free, reinforcing the notion that love can conquer all. Seeing this, Oliver's mother demands that he kill Sophia. Oliver, however, defies his mother and ends the video call with her. In the aftermath, the couple makes love beside the body of Oliver's latest victim. Things seem to be going well until Oliver runs out of medication. Amid another fit of delirium, he calls his mother and once again yields to her will. This renewed obsession leads to a tragic end as Oliver takes up a knife and kills his beloved Sophia.